Okay, everyone, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll allow Kurt to make an opening statement after tonight's 80-59 win over the Dallas Wings in the first regular season game back since the Olympic break. Kurt, we'll go ahead and let you take it away.
Excited for the road win. Really complimented our players in our effort. I thought we played extremely hard, extremely physical. There were some lulls. It wasn't perfect basketball, but really complimentary of their effort tonight. Their energy created a lot of turnovers, a lot of deflections, which created some offense for us. Just really, really pleased. We responded after a disappointing Commissioner's Cup. Again, secured a nice halftime lead, took an early timeout in third quarter, and felt like we did a lot of good things down the stretch to acquire a road win, which were always hard to get.
Thank you, Kurt. We'll go ahead and open it up to some questions. Alexa, you can go first.
Hi, Kurt. Thursday, one of the things we talked about was how offensively things weren't really working super well. Did you see improvement? Obviously, different defense you're going up against, but did you see improvement on that area of the floor tonight?
Yeah, we talked about things to execute going into the game. I thought there was a real intent to play in the paint. And it was congested. I thought we handled doubles better. I thought we had better post passing. Keeping our turnovers to 12 for the game was a big improvement than that 26. So we were better that way. But there was a real aggressiveness for us to play to the basket, won the points in the paint battle, went to the foul line more than them. So, a lot of good things, kept our turnovers low. So, pleased. We played through our big three. Our two guards were really efficient. Jazz hit a big three when we were leaking oil a little bit there, and just, it righted the ship and allowed us to have a comfortable win.
Was there more of a intention to get JJ the ball specifically, I guess, in that run where Dallas cut the lead, or your guys' lead, to 11, and then I think she had 13 second half points? Is there just more of an intention to get her the ball and get her to get the ball in the hoop?
Yeah, Alexa, the interesting thing is she took the most shots in the first half, and we felt like we didn't get her the ball enough. So we talked about getting her the ball in different places, moving her. There was a real intent to get her touches. Again, she took the most shots in the first half, but it didn't feel that way to all of us. So we wanted to really play through her and establish her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Nicole, you can go next.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Can you talk a bit about the team's efforts when it came to trying to stay in front of Arike Ogunbowale?
Again, Arike's going to get her points. We never worry about her point total. We try to make her as inefficient as possible. She had an efficient night, but I thought our attention to her made her pass it, made her give it up. And so, her shot attempts were down. Again, most of the time for us, it's about the efficiency. To Arike's credit, she was efficient tonight, scored her points on high percentage shooting, but we had tons of attention to her. She had to give up the ball more. That's always a win for us, the more the ball is out of Arike's hands. So again, that's pre-January, but that's post attention when there's other people that can help give attention to her. So it's a group effort. It's never one player, but you really got to compliment pre-January, 29 minutes tonight, almost 30 minutes chasing her around.
After Thursday's loss, how did you and the team focus to regroup for today's effort on the road?
The simple message of being present and being in the moment and doing the little things. There's been a lot of big picture conversations that, what the cup would mean. There's a lot of big picture conversations that we have 7 games in 17 days in August. We have only 12 games left in the regular season. So there's a lot of talk about playoff positioning and, how coveted those seeds are. So we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. So we reeled that back in. We talked about the effort, the energy, our attitude. We talked about getting back to playing hard and playing with joy. And we micromanaged it. We were talking about a quarter at a time, from timeout to timeout. We were really drilling it down to the little things, to each possession, to a group of possessions, and stop talking about the big picture and the playoff, sprint to the playoff seeding. We got away from that. We've got away from the big overview picture, and really stay present. And I thought it showed today that we were really present for each other.
Kurt, thanks. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions for Kurt this evening?
Don't.
All right.
I just one comment. Second best offensive rebounding teams in terms of putback points. Number one in the league in just true offensive rebounds per game. A dominant offensive rebounding team. They got their only offensive rebound on their last possession of the game, and we held them an entire 40 minutes without any second chance points. That is a huge effort on the glass for us, a huge effort against a team that has played 21 games up until today and has proven themselves as an elite offensive rebounding team. For us to do that, really dominating performance by everybody on the glass, and that's effort. There's not a better effort statistic than that tonight.
Thanks, Kurt. We'll bring in the first available player out of Brianna Jones, DeWanna Bonner, and Jasmine Thomas. Okay, we will go ahead and open up to some questions for Jasmine Thomas. And Paul?
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
How accurate would it be to say that y'all took today's second half opener personally after Thursday?
I mean, I think that's fair to say. We weren't proud of how we played in that Commissioner's Cup game, and we just wanted to get our energy back, play together and execute our game plan and start the second half of the season off with a strong win.
You've proven, time in and time out, no matter what this team is comprised of, that you gave your best effort tonight. And Coach remarked before he left that you only gave up your only offensive rebound at the very end of the game. What does that say about this team effort-wise?
I mean, it says we lock into our game plan, like we take it seriously. That's something that we talked about with this team, is that Dallas is a great offensive rebounding team, and it was an emphasis to keep them off the boards. So when we're locked into every detail, personnel, how we want to guard actions and, finishing plays with rebounds, we're really hard to stop. And we were able to get out in transition a little bit and just get a rhythm going.
Last question from me. How's it going to feel to finally get back home in front of these fans?
It's going to feel good. I think the capacity should be a little more. So it'll be nice to have that energy behind us and really make this push going into playoffs. We really missed them last year in the bubble, and we're happy to have more of them back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alexa?
Hey, Jazz, especially after Thursday's game, how did you think the offense, flowed better, just like worked better? You guys obviously had a lot fewer turnovers, which coach was happy about, but how did you think it looked out there?
I think it felt better. I think we just played at a better tempo, played more under control. Everyone played with more confidence. We still have, game to game, it's going to be something that we have to adjust to. Teams are really going to try to stop our big three. And, we just have to find a way to take care of the ball and still get the shots that we want out of our offense. And today it felt a little better.
And on the defensive end, how did you all think that you were able to guard Arika and slow her down a little bit?
I mean, she's tough. She's going to put her head down. She's going to make plays. She's really crafty with the ball. But I think for the most part, we tried to get the ball out of her hands some. And I think we were successful in that. And then when we weren't, just Bree January staying in front and, really just getting good contests out there on the 3-point line.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, any other questions for Jazz?
Thank you.
We'll bring in Brianna Jones next, and she'll be the last player for the evening. All right, everyone, we'll go ahead and open it up to some questions for Brianna Jones. Alexa, you can go first.
Hey Bree, coach had said that rebounding was a huge focus going into today, and he seemed really pleased with your effort. What did you think you guys were able to do so well out there to really, especially limit them on the offensive boards?
We knew that we wanted to make them take tough shots, and so we had to keep them off the glass so they couldn't get second chance opportunities. So I think we did a good job of keeping them off the glass defensively, so that we keep them one and done, and we can get out in transition.
And did you think the offense flowed a little bit better, even though they were, congesting the paint? Coach seemed to think that you guys were just, more patient in terms of kicking the ball out and just getting on the ball movement going.
Yeah, I definitely think we were able to move the ball and change sides of the floor better than last game. I think just getting back into the flow of things, it was easy. It was better for us today to just take our time on the screens and make better reads. And I think we did a good job of that, of taking care of the ball too in the first half.
Thank you.
And Paul?
Hi, Bree. How would you describe, your mentality going into today's game?
I think we were just ready to shake off the last game. Well, me personally, I was ready to shake off the last game and just get after it and just be better at this game, do everything better, everything harder, everything more aggressive. So I think that was my mindset coming into this game.
Dallas is typically physical, especially with the young bigs that they have. How, especially as Alexa alluded to, only one offensive rebound allowed by this team. How did y'all not just adjust, but really impose your will all game long?
I mean, for me personally, I like a physical game, so that was right up my alley to play against them because they love the physicality. But I think we just made a concerted effort to keep them off the glass and just box out, and so that we could get the ball and go down the floor and move in transition. I think we were a lot better today pushing in transition.
Last question for me. How's it going to feel to come back home and be able to play a game in front of these home fans?
It's going to be great to go back home now that we're going to have our full crowd. I'm excited to get back to Mohegan and to get back on the court there in front of everybody.
Thank you, Bree. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, everyone.